Number 30 is an angle proof. We're given that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. And here we see angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. So that's my given. And here's a word bank here. If you notice, there's only going to be 3 different reasons, except for the given, but I don't put that in the word bank because you know that one. 3 is congruent to 6. Well, that's why they give us a picture. 3 is congruent to 6. Well, why is 3 congruent to 6? Well, look at your picture. You have 2 non-adjacent angles, and they're across from each other. They share a common vertex. Those are called vertical angles. And vertical angles are congruent. So 3 is congruent to 6 by the vertical angles theorem. If you have vertical angles, which we do, 3 and 6, then they are congruent. Then we have that 1 is congruent to 6. Okay, well, in this line we have 1 is congruent to 3, 3 is congruent to 6, and then my 3's go away, and I'm left with 1 congruent to 6. Well, remember your transitive property. When the 2 middle terms are back to back, so here's our first line, here's our second line, and the 2 middle terms disappear, go away, we're left with the first and the third, that's called the transitive property. Okay, next line says that angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. Well, I don't see an angle 1 or an angle 4 anywhere in these statements. So let me look back at my picture and see if that helps me. Oh, here it is again. Angle 1 is across from, non-adjacent to, angle 4, and that is a set of vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. That's the vertical angles theorem. And then we have 6 is congruent to 4. Well, this line says 1 is congruent to 6 and 1 is congruent to 4. And then we have 6 is congruent to 4. So what we've done is we've replaced this 1 here with angle 6. And the reason we could do that is because we said angle 1 is congruent to angle 6. So we can replace this angle 1 here with angle 6. And that's called the substitution. And the only reason it's not transitive property is because if we took these from one line to the next, the 2 middle terms aren't the same. So technically it's not transitive unless the 2 middle terms are the same and then they drop out. Okay, that completes the test review.